I cannot believe I got a chance to fangirl about Frank Ocean with you. This is amazing.
Yeah, no, listen, we can talk for hours and just, yeah, we can analyze the lyrics, everything you want, girl.
You're actually born in the Dominican Republic and then you grew up in Italy. Is that correct?
I was born in Dominican Republic, and when I was 4 years old, I came to Italy and started a new life with my mom. That's the story of Nena, one of my songs. And, about migrants, mother, that they just, some of them just leave their children in their own countries and they go to another country to find a better job, better opportunities. And my mom left me in Dominican Republic with my grandma and my aunties for 1 year. And then, finally we get together and, start a new life. I can say now that I found my own space, but it's been hard when I was a teenager because I think you don't really know yourself as a teenager. So you have to find out stuff about yourself. And it was hard because I was like, am I Italian? Because I lived here my whole life, but am I Dominican? Because, I have that approach to life, the Dominican approach to life. And I could feel there was, elements of Italy or elements of Dominican Republic in everything I was doing. So it's always been really hard for me. And also I think Italian society was really hard to fit in. I was like, oh my God, yeah, I'm Italian. That's why I think I forced myself to speak Italian very good and to study and to be good at school and to be one of them, because I really wanted to be one of them. I wanted to be accepted. Like as a teenager, I wanted to feel accepted. But I think growing up, you start to accept a lot of things about yourself. And also I remember I really wanted to investigate because I was going to the Dominican Republic, but I was just staying at my grandma's house and, eating everything she was preparing and just staying there on the road, on her street. But I remember 5 years ago now, I went on a trip to Dominican Republic by myself because I wanted to discover my island. I wanted to discover my people. I wanted to know more about the place I was born and, in this way, know more about myself. So now I found my place.
How was the experience like going back home, but not, just to visit or anything, like to work on music? How was that experience like?
It was super exciting because I honestly didn't expect, the support and the love from Dominican Republic, from Dominicans. Because you always think, okay, I'm not really living here. So maybe they're going to be like, oh, who she think he is, she is, or I don't know. You never know how they're going to react. So, but it was amazing. It was amazing. I really wanted to do this documentary because I wanted people to know a little more about myself, about me, and I wanted people to get, to get in touch with my music through reality. Like I wanted them to see where I was coming from, to just to put together the pieces and realize, and I think connect more to my music, with my music. So sorry for my English. I'm speaking Italian every day now for 7 days, and it's hard to switch between languages so quickly. And I think I'm getting better at it, but still sometimes I miss some words. The documentary was amazing. And also, arriving there, I remember I was doing promo. People were just inviting me, to radio stations and TV. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. It means they know about my music. And also some people recognized me on the street. I was like, do we know each other? Did I meet you before? And they were like, no, I listen to your music. I'm a fan. And I'm like, wow. You never realize, but then when you're in the country, you get to touch it, to feel it. And that's what I wanted to do, honestly. I wanted to reconnect with my family.
In your own words, how would you describe your sound?
I think what I really, really try to do is not having limits in the studio. So, for example, I'm going to experiment more with English and Spanish, both, because I think sometimes some songs they just, come up in English, and some of them just come up in Spanish. I can't really control it, and I don't want to. I don't want to be like, oh, this is gonna be, oh, this is gonna. I don't want to think about it, and I think I would love for my music to be experimental as much as I can, but still accessible to everyone. Because I listen to a lot of weird things, a lot of experimental things, but I recognize that music, my mom would never listen to that music, because it's like she can't really listen to that. Sometimes she tell me, what's this noise you're listening to? And I'm like, yo, mom.
What would you consider that are your like musical influences? Like which are like some of like your favorite bands?
For example, I listen to Radiohead, to Aphex Twin, I listen to FKE Twigs, Burial, but I also listen to Caesar, to Kendrick Lamar, to Nathy Peluso, Setangana, Rosalia. I listen to a lot of stuff, and also I listen to a lot of old music. So Otis Redding, Etta James, Ella Fitzgerald. I love that music. Juan Luis Guerra, Juanes. There's like, when you ask someone, oh, what kind of music do you like? And I'm like, and they're like, everything.
So like your iPhone can go on shuffle and it goes all over the place.
Weird places, super weird places. One thing that I have to say that I'm really, not really into metal and, really hard rock. I really don't know much about it. But I'm trying to, inform myself because I'm super curious and I want to know everything. So I'm always in a research.
By the way, let's fangirl about him because he's in my top 3 and he's not 2 or 3. So that's what you know. So with him, like, do you have like any favorite songs, any favorite Frank Ocean songs, or do you have any other artists that you would consider like your dream collabs?
Yes, all of them. I'm joking. No, there's Pink and White is one of my favorite ones, and it has been my alarm for a long time. And Godspeed. Wishing you Godspeed, glory. That thing is like and
I just got to me right now.
I know, I love them. And but I must say that I've been a fan of Frank Ocean since he still didn't release Channel Orange. So he had some stuff on YouTube, and there's all this music that I found out that they now put it on Spotify on his channel. But before, there's like Sucker for Love, Wise Man.
You're going back.
All that music that I was like super fan about it. Like I know every sound of it. And people were like, what's this? And I'm like, this is Frank Ocean. Yo. And also think like, I don't know, he never has like, a lot of concerts as well. It's really hard to see him live. So it's like that kind of diamond, that you need to.
Any other artists that you would like to work with?
I'm a big fan of James Blake too. A lot. He's another one. I love her.
Okay.
Yes, I love her.
Fantastic.
And Caesar as well. I love her. Yeah. But on the Spanish side, I think Nathy Peluso is like one of my dream, right now, because I think I would love to work with her, honestly, and see, the beauty about music is that when you meet another artist and you get to the studio with them, you never know what's gonna come out. You never know, and that's what I love most about music, about doing this.
Before I forget, congratulations on your Latin AMA's performance. I'm pretty sure I commented, I think you like I'm like A Star is Born, because I'm like, whoever didn't know about you before, they're gonna know who Yendry is now. So congratulations on your performance. It was amazing. What can you tell us about that experience? Because was this your first US show that you performed at?
It was my first red carpet also. The anxiety about falling. For me, it was like, yo, I'm gonna fall. I was telling Loren, I'm gonna fall, and Emmeline as well. I was like, I'm gonna fall, girls. But no, honestly, it was a little bit weird because of COVID, but they made it super safe and they made us feel comfortable, you know. But the thing is that you don't really get to leave the human side so much because of COVID. But yeah, the performance was good for me. I'm super critical about myself always. I always find, you know, the thing that I could have done better. But I'm really happy about that performance. Because you know there was no choreography. I wanted to be natural and raw because it's my first one. It was my first one, so I wanted people to see me as I am first. And I think we nailed it.
What plans do you have for 2021? This is our last question.
Well, I'm working on an EP on new music because I think I would love to have this piece of, you know, body of work, and I would love to experiment more and not releasing singles. It's harder if you're a new artist because people don't really know. Like you said before, there's a lot of things that people don't really know that I can do in my music or that I can be, you know, where I can be as a place musically. So yeah, I'm working on new music. I've been working with Damian Marley as well. Yeah, it happened so like random and naturally that we were jamming. It was amazing. It was a beautiful experience. And it's just one of those artists that you want to work with, you know. It's pure. He's pure. And what he's doing is really about music and nothing else. So as an artist, that's an experience that you really want to have. And I hope we're going back to have concerts and, you know, yeah, let's cross. Because I really miss that part. I really miss the energy from people and the feeling of, you know, being on stage. Voy a mandar un saludo a Latido Music by Mitu y muchos abrazos, mucho amor desde Yendry.